Two arrest warrants are out for the son of a Smith County commissioner who fled on foot after a judge called for his arrest. 40-year-old Lance Phillips is the son of Smith County Commissioner Terry Phillips and Smith County Clerk Karen Phillips. According to Constable Josh Joplin, Lance Phillips was in municipal court in Winona yesterday to support a man charged in connection with a March traffic stop. We're told Phillips stood up and started yelling at the judge, calling him a criminal. The judge ordered Phillips to be arrested for contempt of court. Joplin says Phillips then ran out of the building into a wooded area across the highway and disappeared.
Everybody in this world is responsible for their own actions. It doesn't matter if you're a civilian, if you're a police officer, it doesn't matter what profession you're in. Everyone is responsible for their own actions. And I think in this situation, his actions resulted in 2 warrants. And I think if he considers himself a responsible person, he'll turn himself in.
Phillips is wanted on those 2 warrants, evading arrest and giving a false report, inducing an emergency response. If you've seen Lance Phillips, call police.